In this video, I'm going to go through some ways we can regress the push-up and squat regimen that I was setting up in an earlier video. Oftentimes, you just can't do squats and push-ups yet, and that's no big deal. That's why we start here. The simplest regression I can think of would be to elevate the endpoint, right? So instead of squatting down to full range, you grab something easy that you can find, like a box, a chair, whatever, and you practice squatting, knowing that your butt will touch that surface, and then you can go forward. The important thing here is notice that I'm just barely tapping the object behind me with my hips, with my butt, before coming back up. I'm not sitting down per se. And then as I get stronger, as I get more comfortable, I can continue to wean down the height of the object until eventually I don't need it anymore. That being said, oftentimes getting down gets easy, getting up gets difficult. So what you can do is transition to slow eccentrics, where you really focus on getting down as low as you can. And whenever that breakpoint is, you get out of the movement, support yourself up, and do it again. The good thing about the slow eccentrics is you'll build that steady strength across the range of motion to kind of reinforce the range you just established. And then when you feel confident, right, let's say you can do 3 to 5 eccentric reps comfortably, congratulations, let's try 1 full rep. Similarly, with the push-ups, the easiest thing to do is shorten the range. We do that by elevating the front of the body, right? So you can start with a high surface like this, right? That could be a low fence, that could be a railing like this. Those are my dip bars, right? And then once you feel confident in a certain range, just like the squat, you get a lower object and do the same thing using the lower object. The nice thing about this is you'll start to systematically build your strength in deeper and deeper ranges. And as you develop that strength and confidence, you simply lower it and lower it and lower it, right? Until you get to the point where you're doing the repetition more or less the way it's supposed to be done, right? Standard technique. But you don't worry about doing the full lift. You break it down to its components. Notice here, right? Now I'm taking the box away. For the push-up, we have one more step in the regression. We can also shorten the range on the legs. So instead of carrying the whole weight of the body, we can transition to doing the push-up technique at the right level, but with only the thighs and torso, take the legs out of the equation. And then once we're confident, hey, there we go again, we're doing slow eccentrics. And notice how I pop out of that position into something almost like a child's pose for a second and then load up the next rep. The idea is I'm not even bothering myself with the concentric motion yet, the up phase of the push-up. The idea is once you can do, again, 3 to 5 reps of the eccentric, okay, maybe then try the concentric phase. And there we go.